And we're now joined by Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton. As we reported earlier on, there are 2 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Jamaica. First of all, Dr. Tufton, how were these cases identified?
Well, they were identified based on the tracing that was done by the health personnel, having had the patient, and we refer to that patient as patient 1, the clinical definition. The numbers of persons that they came in contact with were quarantined. A number of them showed symptoms, and those that showed symptoms were isolated and tested. And as a consequence, we came up with 1 from the link to patient 1. There was another person who is totally unrelated so far from the Kingston 20 area who seemed to have been outside of the country, Trinidad, I think it's Trinidad Carnival, developed some symptoms, went to the doctor, got medication, got worse, went back, and based on that return visit, was isolated, tested, and came back positive.
Mm-hmm. So has the process then started to trace the people with whom that person who came from Trinidad might have come in contact with?
Yes, that process has started. The health team have been in the area, as they have been in Clarendon, and of course Bull Bay being the most extreme. We have interrogated the individuals who are ill, which is a standard procedure, determine from them who they came in contact with, going to the community, doing the same thing. And as a consequence, we have identified a number of persons who we would either recommend for quarantining arrangements. They don't go to isolation unless they have symptoms.
How many?
I'm not sure of the information because it's unfolding as we go along, but it's quite a few.
So the other concern we've heard is that there are not enough test kits. Mm-hmm. How many people have we tested to date, and do we have enough test kits to carry out these tests?
Right. So we have tested to date just under 40 persons. I think it's 39 or 40. Do we have enough test kits? We're getting additional supplies next week. I don't think the public should be concerned too much about the availability of kits because we're getting quite a bit more next week. The issue is at what point do you test? And there are some members of the public who would like to be tested even without showing symptoms or the capacity to do that. That's not the protocol right now. You test based on the clinical definition being met, having symptoms, and in isolation, and then the test. And so far, we've had no difficulty doing that.
You've said that there are test kits that are expected to come in soon, but
right. Additional supplies.
Right, additional supplies. But as it stands now, do we have enough?
We have the capacity to test those that we have. We have now 40 persons in isolation, 39 quarantined, and we have the capacity to do tests now. We expect additional supplies to come in on Monday or Tuesday, so over the next 2 days. So we should be fine.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Kingston 20 earlier on, and we see what's happening in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, where that area has been declared a quarantine zone. Should we expect the same for an area like Kingston 20?
Well, it depends on the risk assessment. The team would go into the area. They would determine the extent to which that individual had interacted with persons, the number of persons, and then they would do interviews, as we have done. In Bull Bay, for example, we have visited some 269 households, interviewed over 642 persons over the last day and a half or so. So we would do a similar exercise. If persons are showing symptoms, multiple persons, then the possibility of community spread would be of concern to us, and then the appropriate actions would be taken.
How many test results are we waiting? You mentioned the number of people in isolation.
Right. I think right now we're waiting just under 10. Don't quote me on it. Believe me, it changes every hour, every other hour. But I think it's just under 10, and hopefully we'll get those in short order.
How long are we expected to be in this COVID-19 phase?
Well, you know, it's anybody's guess, but what the strategy is, and this is not unique to Jamaica, is that the main form of transmission is through people-to-people contact. And if you look at countries around the world, well over 120 countries dealing with this issue, significant restrictions have been imposed on movement and persons congregating. Tomorrow I'll go to Cabinet where we will discuss, we will assess how we have coped so far, and I think we have done relatively well, and all credit to the health professionals and all the stakeholders. But we're also going to have to look at some additional measures, which I won't mention now until Cabinet discusses and signs off on them. But We believe in public health that the way to flatten the curve, in other words, not to have a prolonged period, is to restrict movement, and in doing so, minimize the risks of person-to-person transmission.
You heard the residents of Bull Bay a short while ago in that report from Shemela saying that, look, they don't know what these restrictions mean for them. They don't know what to do.
Well, let me reassure them that we will do all in our power to ensure that during this 14-day period, which is the period of the quarantining, we will give them all the necessary support. We have sent town criers into the community to explain what it means. We have teams on the ground. We have support systems through the Ministry of Labour.
But with all that, Dr. Tufton, people are still saying they don't know what's happening.
And we expect that we will get some of that. We will have to play it case by case to the extent that someone has an issue. There is a mechanism there to make contact, and we will attempt to satisfy those concerns. But it is a necessary measure, and it is no indication of the good or bad of the community. This is a public health issue, and it's really about trying to contain the issue and solve it in their interest and the country's interest.
All right, finally, how many people are we tracing now? The last report we had seen had put the number between 200 to 300.
I think we're well in at least over 100 persons the Bull Bay situation. We're really going through the entire population, and that's a population size of about 14,000. So that's a lot of persons. Obviously, not everybody would be affected. In terms of Clarendon and in St. James, where we have one case from a tourist, I think they're looking at about 100, just over 100 persons. I don't know the number for Kingston 20 because that one is unfolding as we speak. But all total, it would certainly be in those numbers, as mentioned earlier.
All right, Dr. Tufton, I have to leave it there. Thank you so much. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton speaking there to us. There are 2 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Jamaica. That brings the number of confirmed cases in Jamaica to 10.